following contest is a women's division match scheduled for one fall, and the winner will face Shayna Baszler at NXT TakeOver New York for the NXT Women's Championship. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, Io Shirai.
Shayna, I know you have competed in the land of the rising sun, very familiar with Io Shirai. What are your thoughts on potentially your next challenger?
Io, who just got here, a nobody from Japan, another one. I don't really care.
A nobody from Japan?
Yeah.
She's quite the decorated sports entertainer in Japan.
In Japan.
I'm on my own, against the wall. The pressure's building, but no, I will never fall.
And her opponent, from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
Well, no stranger to our guest commentator, as Shayna Baszler successfully defended the NXT Women's Championship against Bianca Belair. What was that matchup like? What would you take away from that challenge?
Well, she's strong, but like I said before, going into it, everyone needs air to breathe. And as soon as it was sucked out of her, she didn't have anything left.
Now, if Bianca wins here tonight, do you think she will be a harder competitor to defeat next time you got in the ring with her?
I've already beaten her.
No, I hear you.
I put her to sleep.
But a lot of people believe that if she has another opportunity to fight for your title, NXT Women's Championship, that she has your number this time.
She's done nothing to prove otherwise.
It is the 2018 Future Star of NXT Award winner, the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai, taking on the EST of NXT, Bianca Belair, the winner to go to WrestleMania weekend and challenge Shayna Baszler at TakeOver New York, and Belair wasting no time in getting all up in the grill of Shirai.
Now, champ, you say that Bianca Belair proved nothing to you in TakeOver Phoenix, but she pushed you to the limit, did she not?
The limit? I pushed her past the limit. She passed out.
Who do you give the edge to in this match, Shayna?
It doesn't matter. One's a nobody from Japan, and one I've already beaten.
Who would you rather face then?
It doesn't matter.
Nigel, would you like to try to get the answer from the champion here as we got
I think the
Shirai and
champion's
Belair?
been very erudite and concise with her answers. I mean, she's as confident as she's ever been, and I can understand why.
And Belair building confidence. You have to give Belair credit where it's due, with both of these two superstars, Shayna, are incredibly talented athletes.
You know, here's the thing. She can flip around and do this stuff, but she's just got here. I think it's disgusting she's getting a #1 contender match in the first place so soon.
Well, people say that you're back to your old tactics, back to your old tricks. You've been bullying more women on the roster.
Oh.
Is that an intimidation factor to keep women away from trying to challenge for your title?
And let's not forget that Io Shirai does hold a pinfall victory over you, champ. I'm just bringing up the facts. Does that play any factor?
When you go to another country and you're not from there, the officiating's going to be tilted.
Speaking of pinfall attempts, here's Bianca Belair going for the cover.
What about you, again, trying to intimidate the rest of the women's roster?
No, I'm not trying to intimidate anyone. I'm trying to get respect for the title. As the champion, I deserve a
Covered
certain
by
amount of
Belair.
respect.
Sorry, Shayna. Didn't mean to interrupt you, champ. Well, Bianca Belair, who teamed with Io Shirai and Kairi Sane in a victory over 3 members of the Horsewomen. But right now, it's all about the #1 contender spot, and Shirai rolled her up for a quick 2. There's a shoulder tackle by Belair. And a standing moonsault, and Belair showing off her athleticism and almost garnering the victory right there.
It was that pinfall in the 6-woman tag team match that really created a little bit of conflict here between Shirai and Belair. Because Belair felt as though she could have beaten you, Baszler, before Shirai hit the moonsault. What do you say to that?
Well, I think when the lights were on, we all saw who beats who in a match between me and Bianca Belair.
That's a fair point.
Let's switch gears a little bit and take our attention to Io Shirai. There's a lot more similarities between yourself and Io Shirai.
Roll up here by Shirai. Double stomp.
Than you would think, but you both were in the finals of the Mae Young Classic. Do you think that she could possibly defeat you and take your title from you?
No. What has she done since she's got here?
Well, she's tiger fake kick Bianca Belair, and she does hold a, like I say, a pinfall victory.
Well, to answer that question, people could have said the same thing about you.
Top rope, oh! Springboard drop kick. Io Shirai, Bianca Belair battling for an opportunity. Oh, double knees in the corner. The winner will face Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's title. Takeover New York, double springboard, but Belair cuts her off. And now it's Shirai tied in the tree. Whoa! And beware the hair! Beware the hair!
Champ, it's hard for me to sit here and imagine that you don't have a preference. You couldn't pick one of those competitors that you would rather face.
If the result is the same, what does it matter? If you're number one at the top of the hill, who does it matter if number two steps in front of number three? It doesn't matter.
Well, for Bianca Belair, it matters that she gets another opportunity at you, NXT Women's Champion, and of course, Io Shirai would love an opportunity to become NXT Women's Champion like her compatriot and best friend, Kairi Sane.
You see the strike to the midsection of Shirai there. Almost doubled Shirai over in pain from that braid whip earlier. Oh.
Wow, Io Shirai with the Frankensteiner sending Bianca Belair sailing through the air and crashing down hard to the canvas. And the genius of the sky is about to take off. Moonsault, oh, but right into the double knees of Belair.
Hey, Champ, that got your attention. Up until then, it looked like you could care less.
Oh, spear by Belair.
Whoa.
NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler has left us here.
I think you upset her, Percy.
I did nothing.
Baszler's interjecting her
look
into
at
this
Come on.
Contenders match. And the referee calls for the bell. Baszler going after Shirai and back at Belair.
This. Don't do this.
Kirifuda clutch on Belair.
Oh, no.
Baszler trying to eliminate.
Again.
Here comes
here we go.
Princess. Kairi Sane. Renewing hostilities, but
no.
She's unable. Kirifuda clutch on Sane.
Well, if this doesn't prove Baszler's point, I don't know what does. She doesn't care who she has to face.
Shayna Baszler wiping out 3 potential challengers to her throne.
And you think this is how she earns respect?
Oh, and here comes Shirai. Shirai unloading on Baszler. Shirai rocking the champion and sending Baszler to the outside. A fired up genius of the sky, Io Shirai now tending to her partner. But Baszler's not done. Baszler's not done.
Never turn your back on Baszler.
Oh, no.
Kirifuda clutch is in deep underneath the jaw.
And Shayna Baszler, NXT's equivalent to a horror bedtime story. She's putting everybody to sleep.
But that's where she's at mentally now. She doesn't want anyone challenging for her women's championship.
Baszler put Sane to sleep, put Shirai to sleep, put Belair to sleep. Oh my! NXT Women's Champion, Nigel, she has laid everybody out.
All 3 possible contenders to that title. But fellas, what does this mean for the title opportunity for the NXT Women's Championship at TakeOver New York?
What it means is you should never sleep on the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
I tell you what, fear is one hell of a tool.
So who will challenge Shayna Baszler at TakeOver New York?